And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Now a first carry for Brandon Bolden. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And able to complete it to Moreau. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Carr out to the left. That's where the tight end Moreau is. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
On 1st down, Carr. And that's complete to Adams. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Carr now to throw. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. It's Khalil Mack that time, shooting in there to get him to the ground. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Working from the gun, it's Carr. His pass caught at the 4. 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
Well, safe to say the passing game has found a rhythm. He's now 4 of 4, but might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as they face a 3rd down.
And maybe perhaps you show a running play, right? Maybe a little play action here to go ahead and let him throw the ball downfield. I wouldn't get away from him flinging it because 4 for 4 already. I think he's got a good chance of picking this one up here on 3rd down.
The kick by Carlson is good. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage.
All in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well, so your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
Herbert off of play action. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Heck of a start. A 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. They'll roll him out right. And this is caught out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
It's another first down as this. But Josh McDaniels, he had his mind made up on that one. He disagrees, and he'll throw the challenge flag. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. On first down, Justin Herbert. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
From the 9, 2nd and 5.
It's Eckler again. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal.
The deuce is wild here. 2nd down and 2 with just about 2 minutes on the clock.
Herbert now. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Gerald Everett, a 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Chargers are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
Abdullah's going to stay put, and the drive will start at the 25. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense.
Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Bolden. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. To throw, it's Carr. Working the middle here, that's complete to Moreau, the tight end. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. So on 4th down, here's A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. DeAndre Carter back deep. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going.
The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And hauled in here by Richard Rodgers.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And Herbert able to get this one to Eckler out of the backfield. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. Touchdown, Chargers. Gerald Everett. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone.
And Abdullah will not try to bring it out.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Across the 40-yard line. Throwing on first down is Carr. The throw taken in by Cole. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Carr going to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked by Kenneth Murray. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. After the turnover, here's Herbert. Out to his left. Williams brings it in. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 23 yards on the play. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Herbert on first down now.
He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. Now receiver in motion left. Here's Herbert. He finds his receiver Williams for a Charger touchdown. The 3-yard touchdown pass as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now. A drive there of just 4 plays.
And in the end, it was Mike Williams who capped the drive with a touchdown reception. Abdullah's going to stay put, and the drive will start at the 25. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field.
It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Here's Bolden. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
He's got Cole on the slant, and he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Now a play fake. Carr. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. And this one is no good. He missed it. And the deficit will stay at 3 scores.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw.
Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down. Play action. It's Herbert. That is caught. It's Williams. Touchdown.
Mike Williams
with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half.
And the Chargers continue to pull away here in this 1st half.
Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this 1st half. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time.
And Abdullah will not try to bring it out. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession.
And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not.
The football comes out. Jacobs lost it.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this 1st half of action. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Catch made, it's Moreau. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Now Carr. It's caught here by Adams. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Carr. Looking for Bolden, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series. Multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcoming everyone to our downtown Orlando studios and this EA Sports Halftime Report. This one is maybe not exactly in the bag yet, but there is definitely a big mountain to climb in this 3rd quarter. The teams are already back out there, so let's not waste any time as we'll turn it back over to Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3.
So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter.
No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback. The Chargers getting ready to go here to start this 3rd quarter. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10.
At their 25-yard line. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Max Crosby able to get in there and drop him behind the line.
The last run went so well for them. Maybe they should have just handed it off right here, too. Instead, the quarterback ends up keeping it, and the defense is right on it and wipes away the yardage gained on the last snap.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
42 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. He'll buy some time right.
That's going to be caught. It's Palmer.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A very solid gain of 27.
The partner is still in the 3rd quarter, but they've got this one well in hand and still airing it out with gusto and picking up some nice gains.
And even in lopsided games like this, you don't really see starters get lifted or the foot come off the gas before the 4th quarter. No one wants to leave any doubt when they're playing well. They just want to continue the process.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
In motion left goes Allen. Here's Herbert. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the 3rd quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of.
And Michel will find his way in for a Charger touchdown. It's a 1-yard touchdown run, and the Chargers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Abdullah's going to stay put, and the drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the 2nd half.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the 2nd half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Oh, he shifts past him, and that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now a give to Jacobs running right. And this is going to be a Raiders 1st down as good running gets him to about the 44.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. Running people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
Throw left side complete. That's Adams. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. 7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Carr. This throw over the middle taken in by Cole. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the 1st. They get him to the ground at the 37. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. They'll try and run with a fullback, Johnson. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Carr completes it. And he's going to get this down near the 25. 2nd down and 3. The handoff, Jacobs running to the left. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, don't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession.
For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
That one goes for 24 yards.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field. As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And Allen's got it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Hey, nothing to see here, just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Up the middle with Eckler. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
56 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal.
That's a great run right there on 1st down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Gerald Everett from a yard out.
And the Chargers have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the 4th.
Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
And Abdullah will not try to bring it out. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
This one incomplete and over everybody. Looked like a clear throwaway. But the officials, they're going to say there's a receiver over there in the area, so no flags, and it's third down.
Throwing his Carr on third down.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up fourth down.
Now Carr, gotta have this one.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far.
Picked off by Bryce Callahan.
And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
Herbert has it knocked free.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down.
Now it's Herbert. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. Allen, the man in motion left. Herbert. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That third down conversion good for 23.
But they have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start. And pass plays like we just saw, they're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the fourth quarter.
And that they have in every way. And plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick at their own 12-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. Throw right side into the hands of Foster Moreau. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Now Carr. He finds Bolden. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Carr now to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Again, they'll throw with Carr. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Cole. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll kick it away for the second time.
And he will work his way out of bounds here at the 25-yard line.
Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll get this to Eckler. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
So the face mask moves him closer, and now 1st and goal. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Herbert taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Chargers add 6 more to their point total, and they're on cruise control right now here in the 4th.
Point after, right down the middle. And this, they just add on to that big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Abdullah's going to stay put, and the drive will start at the 25.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. To throw his Carr. And that's complete to Adams. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Carr. Complete here to the right to Bolden. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
And just a yard to go here on 2nd down.
Shotgun now for Carr. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping to hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap 1.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Taken at the 15, a short kick.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Las Vegas's offense back out there ready to go. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
And he'll find Moreau here. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. It's complete to Cole. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. Now Carr. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he's going to be taken.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Carr now on 1st down. That's caught by Hollister. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Carr to throw again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 13-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Into the red zone, it's Carr. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down. Throwing now is Carr. And this is going to be intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Chargers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense will very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
81 yards on the ground for Eckler here. That's a 1st down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.